Have you ever been fired from a listing?
You're fired.
Or maybe you just had a listing agreement that expired and they chose not to renew with you.
We're done with this agreement.
And I'm actually out here at a listing that I took over because that exact thing happened. The contract expired and they chose not to continue on with that agent. And the reason might surprise you. That's right. Unfortunately, on multiple occasions, I have taken over agreements after they've either fired the agent or the contract expired. And each and every time, they shared with me why they chose to separate from that agent. And what's interesting is it wasn't that they thought they weren't marketing enough or that it didn't sell quick enough. Those things, while they frustrated them, the biggest thing that upset them was their lack of communication. And it seems simple, and sometimes it's crazy to me that this is a reoccurring issue. And it always tries to make me wonder why this happens. I don't know if it's just because they're lazy or it's because of simple fear of like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to tell this client. They're probably like stressing and I don't want to have this awkward conversation. It's actually really not that difficult to reach out on a weekly basis, or if it's a long-term listing that takes a while, every other week, just to touch base and let them know what's going on. Because otherwise they're sitting at home wondering, what's going on? What is Brandon doing? Is he marketing? Is he saying he's doing these things that he said he was going to do? Are we getting showings? Are we overpriced? Are we underpriced? Is our house bad? All these things are going through their head, and the stresses of selling a home, especially when you have vacant homes where they don't even know how many people are coming. Our lockboxes let us know how many people visited. So, hey, we've had a couple showings, a couple inquiries, people have reached out, nothing yet. You just kind of share with them what you're seeing in the market, because you have to realize that client does not know everything you know. They don't know the market, and you might have shared it with them in that listing presentation, but on a day-to-day, they don't know. They may see a home go on the market down the street from them that sells, and you may know that, hey, that's just a hot home, single-story home, those sell fast, but the client doesn't know that. They just see that sign pop up and that sold sign go up, and they start getting in their heads, and they start getting concerned, and the only reason that's happening is because you're not communicating with them. So the simple way to combat that is have that conversation with them. While difficult at times, it's what's going to keep you from getting fired. And if it happens to be one of those neighborhoods where it has to go over that contract period, they'll still want to work with you because of that communication. And I'm telling you this, like I said, from personal experience. I have taken over more than one listing, and this is what they say every single time. It's the lack of communication. And that's all it takes, is just that little bit of communication. And that's going to make the big difference so that you don't get fired from your listing. Thank you. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time.